everybody watching. We're going to be doing the end of day for Monday, December 9th. Let's start off with GU. Daily swing is bullish. Daily internal is bearish. 4-hour swing is bullish. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. Doing it on the laptop. We don't have power right now. It just went out. We had a small storm that swept through our town. So starting off, our session started right around here. We had a sub break to the upside, pullback, another sub break to the upside, order flow shift to the downside, order flow shift to the upside. Where could you have looked to go long? You could have potentially have looked in here. You could have looked at a sell right in here. And potentially looked in at a buy. Well, no, because price didn't come into nothing. And then our 3-strike order flow shift rule kicked in, and by this point, we're outside of our session, so it doesn't matter. Let's just take a quick gander on the 1 minute, see if anything presented itself. No momentum, no entry, and then a sell. Oh, buddy, we had momentum kick in, huh? Yeah, potentially could have looked at an L right there. Came in, last point of inducement. You would have entered right here. Taken out for an L. That sucks. How would I have avoided this one? Well, honestly, man, you could make the argument that this let's switch to the 15 right. If you didn't view this as a pullback, you wouldn't be looking at sells from here. Well, even then, if you didn't, you'd look at it from here. I'd call it a valid L. I don't think Matt called it that, but I will. So valid L on GU. Let's head on over to USD. Daily swing is bullish. Daily internal is also bullish. 4-hour is also bullish. Let's head over to the 15-minute. Our session started right around this point. Price was heading down lower, making lower price action. Matt ended up taking the trade in here. Needless to say, I didn't see it, so I didn't enter it. But let's just take a quick gander at the trade he went through. So he was really taking a micro structure point of view. Like that was a break. That's a break. This isn't part of our plan, by the way, which is why I didn't take it. Oh, that's a 15-minute. He was using that. These are small little pullbacks, right? So the way he entered was he saw price was printing lower lows. It'll break there, price retraced back. He entered on, he said his chart showed him a much nicer entry candle, and what he targeted was right here, the low of this candle, because realistically there is nothing stopping us from going lower. This is not going to do anything for us right here. There's no structure or anything, so ain't nothing going to stop us there. Let's head over to EU. So daily swing is bearish. Daily internal is also bearish. 4-hour is going to be bullish. Not the best break to the upside, but a break nonetheless. Could be a sweep. We'll see. Our session started right around this point right here. We had an order flow shift to the upside. Technically had an order flow shift to the downside. After we had this order flow shift to the downside, this would have been nulled, which is a null right up there. And let's take a look at this buy we had right in here, because this to me wouldn't be nothing, man. There's nothing here. There's a flip, but there's nothing there, and we'll take a quick look at it. So you'd have to call this MID, which we're not going to call it that. So no trade. Last point of inducement, price came in. You would have entered here, stopped out. So loss taken there. And then we're not looking to sell because even though we got the momentum entry here, we're not looking to sell because of the 3-strike rule. Let's circle these two because I want to mention them in this group chat, and not a group chat. Well, actually, this is not an order flow shift, silly. That is actually a sub break. Darn it. So that means if that's a sub break, that means that this is actually an order flow shift, which means this trade would have been valid to take. Granted, I didn't take any of these. So the question becomes, how do you avoid 3 losses today? Well, I'll tell you how you can avoid this one. So one clear thing to see on this trade right here is notice that there is little to no liquidity here, right? So when you go on the 1 minute, there's little or no liquidity. Your last point of inducement, which really, or your POI should be this candle right here to the low, is pretty much mitigated all the way. So you got to take this one. So this isn't making you feel right. And then the momentum candle, it's all right. But even if that wasn't enough for you, you would have entered. Well, no, you wouldn't have entered there. But this is one of those trades. Probably better, to wait. Maybe see some kind of other EID. But then again, man, EID presented itself here too. It is what it is, man. That's an L. What about this one? You got some more liquidity being swept up into here. You didn't really get a chance to go break even. So, to me, valid L. Take it on the chin, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright. Lastly, AU. Daily swing is bullish. Daily internal is bearish. 4 hour is going to be bearish. Well, actually, no, 4 hours bullish. We had, at the start of AU, it was bearish. So we were not looking for buys, which would have been the move. Nah, wouldn't have been the move. Price didn't really come into our POI. And then maybe you can make the argument it was counter order flow. Even if you go on the 1 minute, let's just take a gander. Let's say you counted it. Pro order flow. The price come into a refinement. Not really. You could argue there was MID right here, but where's your refinement? No refinement. So potentially 3 L's. Let's take one more look at that GUL. Because Matt didn't call it on his end of day. Why would you not look for a sell? Well, we had an order flow shift here. So we've got break, 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 sub break, break, order flow shift. So really you only got 2 order flow shifts. The third one doesn't kick until here. So how do you avoid that L, man? Maybe the momentum kept you out, but even then, I mean, personally, if I got this kind of momentum to enter, I probably would have entered. I'll have to watch this end of day again. But that's it. 3 potential L's. Peace.